Welcome to the Real Voices podcast, where we explore the personal journeys of real estate professionals through their own unique challenges and successes. Real Voices is brought to you by Equitable Title and Escrow, providing a better approach to title and escrow through team support and innovative services. Welcome to another great show. We have another great guest, Gloria, with us. It's been brought to my attention that I have never introduced myself, so I am Marlo Randolph with Equitable Title. I'm your host today. Gloria, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here today. So, Gloria, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the industry? Who do you serve? What got you into the industry? What brought you here?
My name is Gloria Ndayishimiye.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been as a real estate agent for 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, with HomeSmart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the reason I became a real estate agent, there's 2 reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, there's something I experienced myself in my life. And second, there is like that smile, that result when you help someone to buy a house, like how you see the joy and the smile. I don't know if you want me to say it in details about those.
I get what you're saying. I hear you on that.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you about that a little bit. One of your things is that you just love the idea that you couldn't have it, and then it was a reality for you that you were able to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you've reached or brought a client to that point, talk to me about that. Like, is that what that you say that's what brought you here? Talk to me about that. What is that like for you when you brought your client to that point?
Oh, for me, like it's the same like to buy a house. It's the same like having a baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking like I'm like a gynecologist. I don't know if they say that.
Nope, it's cool.
Yeah, you see how like a woman is pregnant. Yeah, she's preventing of like drinking or smoking if she's a smoker. It's preventing of like eating everything she sees. And then it's the same thing if you want to buy a house. You don't buy like phones or fancy car, something like that. You prevent for that to get the house, like it's the same thing to get that baby. That prevention, like it's bring you to that result. Mm. Yeah, that's smart. And then when I see a woman was suffering for 9 months. Now, when she's seeing a baby, she's smart. That smile, that was like, oh my goodness. It's like when you get like house, you see that's my home. And then some people are crying, some people are smiling. Right. Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to help them to achieve that goal. And then the first reason, I don't know if I spoke with you that, but it's funny. When I came here in America, I didn't speak English. Like, it was really hard for me. Yeah. And I want to buy a house. And then people from our country, they were saying, oh, you can buy a house if you don't have citizenship. You can like, and then I was like stopping there. Yeah. But there is like a friend, he's an advisor for me. I really thank him. His name's Gael Karomba. Yeah, he was advising me, saying, yeah, go ask, and then you can. Then just go ask, look for an agent. He gave me an agent. And then I started looking for a house. It was really complicated. Okay. For me, those words, the appraisal, FHA, conventional was like a lot to me. Yeah. And then that way, even though if I put in Google to translate in French, it was really hard too because it's different in our country. Translate. Yeah, it's really different because the way they buy a house here, and then the way they buy a house in our country, it's really different. They buy cash or there's no loan and everything.
Okay. Yeah. I want to dig into that a little bit, but you intrigued me with the allegory of the pregnant woman and the house. I never considered it like that. Like, there's a lot of sacrifices that you make in pregnancy to make sure that, the baby comes to term. Yeah. And then think about that in those terms that, you have to make sacrifices. Maybe you're not eating out for a couple of months to save up and those things. So I appreciate that. That's great. I hadn't heard it in those terms, and that's good. Mm-hmm. So you said back home, where are you from originally?
I'm from Burundi. It's a small country in East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard
Burundi. Yes, I have. So tell me a little bit about what brought you from Africa to America. What made you want to leave your home and make it here and try and come here and make it here?
Yeah, there was like the dreams. Like here, you can like raise your dream, your goals. Yeah, in our country, it's like different. That's a long story too, because like it depends on where you come from, like your family. If you come from a poor family, you can't get ahead. Yeah, it's like your grandpa, your father, and everything. They support you. If like you have an uncle who have a company, you can get a job. But if you don't have anyone, you can. It's different than here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where did your family? Where were your family at in that strata? Where were you guys at? Were you on the top, in the middle?
Oh, it was a little bit in the middle, and then get to the poor because my dad was killed, and then it was like going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man, that's tough. So what year did you come here to the United States?
In 2015.
Okay, 2015. So you haven't been here very long.
Yeah.
So when you got here, you weren't speaking English. Talk to me a little bit about what you thought it would be like when you got to America, and was it what you thought it was like?
Yeah, I thought that was really like hard.
Okay.
Really hard, and then it was.
Okay.
Yeah, but I said that you have to do it. Like I just put in my mind, and then I want to be, that person that depend on myself, not depend on other person. That said, I'm going to learn. I want to ask. I want to live here, even though I didn't know English.
But you did it. You did it.
I tried. I tried.
So when you were a kid, and thinking of maybe you were gonna be whatever your parents are, I guess. But did you still have a dream of being something else? And if you did, what was that? What did you hope you'd be when you grow up?
Oh, I want to be a captain.
In
military. Yeah.
Okay.
In military, I want to be in military.
Why? Why the military?
Yeah, because like when I grew up in a country, it's like when you are military, you are like respect people, like they respect you, you protect them, you serve them, and then I was like, oh my goodness, those people are special.
Okay.
They are protect us, like we are safe because of them.
Right.
Then that's why I wanted to save my people, but I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that way? Do you still have that idea of what your military was for you?
Yeah, I have the idea. Then when I came here, I wanted to be in military here too. Okay. And then I went to register and find a recruiter. But they told me, like, because I don't have a green card or citizenship, I can't, be qualified. I said, let me try another way. Let me serve another way. Yeah.
Have you figured that you found that way out yet? Have you found that other way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
When we're chatting, you talked a lot about making sure that, in particular, your people, your community, had access to the education and just the know-how and the ability to buy a home. Why do you feel like that's important to you?
Yeah, I feel that important because that's happened to me. Because when I bought the first house, I didn't know, and then after I closed it, I realized people outside needs me. Yeah, I say there's people who speak French, the people speak Kirundi, Kinyarwanda. I said, they need me. There are people who lived here 10 years. They are in the same apartment. They don't know if that thing exists. Yeah.
So what are some things you do to help them, I guess, have hope that they can do that? What are some of the things you provide?
Yeah, first of all, I just tell them my story. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what happened to me, and then I said, because I start from zero, from knowing anything, and then I said, I was capable to do it, then you too, you can do it. And then if you need anything, because I learned it, now I know, I still learn about real estate, I can explain to you in your language.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So right now in your business and the things that you're facing, what do you feel like is your biggest challenge?
The big challenge is like what can I say? The trust. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the trust when you are new and people think maybe you don't know and something like that. And then also this market.
Okay.
Yeah, people are not patient.
What do
They
you
think
mean?
like, no, they think they don't know the process. They don't know like there's a process, like there's offer and everything. Even though you explain to them, they think they're gonna have the house. Why I didn't get the house?
Yeah.
That why like it's hard to explain this market.
Yeah, it is a tough market. A lot of us are dealing with that, so totally get that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back a little bit to your feeling of trust. You also kind of mentioned that sometimes you felt maybe your accent put you at a disadvantage, but you had a story of old co-workers that you say they were kind of bullying you.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that? How you overcame that, or what you took from that experience?
Oh yes. I was living in Maine. In Lewiston. It's a small city in Lewiston. And then there was like, I want to become a caregiver, help those people in a wheelchair and then help them through care. And then there was two companies. There was companies from Africans and companies from Americans. Like those Africans companies, those people speak French.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that way was like easy to work there because there's someone who's gonna explain to you, like the French or the Kirundi.
Makes sense.
But when I came there, and then I was like, I'm going to go there and then speak French the whole life, and then get an interpreter like all the time, like at the hospital. I'm going to get kids. I'm going to speak to them.
Yeah.
And then I decided to go to those companies with like
Just
Americans.
English.
Yeah, that accent. And then it was crazy because I remember one day my boss was asking me, like, say, hey, Gloria, go bring me the tower. I was like, what? And then it was like, and then I went to the bedroom. I always get a phone and then translate. But I couldn't translate because I didn't know that's how to write tower. And then I was crying.
Man.
And then the boss came and then quickly bring the tower. I was like, oh, that was the tower. Okay. Then I didn't quit because I was focusing on learn the accent, how they speak. And then they were like laughing at me. If the phone rings, said, go pick up the phone. They knew that I'm not going to understand what they are saying on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really crying. And the people from my country, they was like, Gloria, why did you go there? Don't go there. It's tough. Like, they don't understand you. You don't understand them. Like, I said, no, I have a focus. I have to live here. I am an American, and then I have to... I went to school, though. I went to school, and then those teachers were helping me after schools, like courses, and ask questions. Then I learned from there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate the story because you didn't make yourself into a victim. You just used it as, you know what, this is a good thing. This can be a good thing to help me become better.
Yeah, I even called recently the boss. And then I thank her. I said, thank you for doing that to me. That pushed me forward. Yeah, pushed me forward.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm just thinking about, your life growing up. I wanted to touch a little bit back on your childhood. When you were a little girl, who did you look up to most? Who was your role model? I
like to play basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Ginobili.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, that's that. Yeah, I was like a boy when I was a kid.
Okay. Are you still into sports and things like that? You still feel that way?
No, really. Like now the time it's really tough. Like because I have 2 kids and 2 jobs and yeah. Sometimes I go in the just play a little bit by myself or by my friends, but not a lot.
Makes sense. So what do you feel like is like your greatest lesson you learned as a kid, something that stuck with you?
I learned like if someone pushing you down, you don't accept it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't accept it. You just say, why he's pushing me down? Like, or not like prove that I'm not like that. Yeah, I was always to be like a Miss Independent. I was like singing that song, Miss Independent, on air. Yeah, like I wanted to be like on my own and then prove that I can.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And you say you have 2 kids?
Yes.
2 kids?
Yeah, 2 girls.
Okay, two little girls.
Yeah.
Are they at an age where they kind of understand, lessons and things like that? What do you try and teach them and instill in them?
Oh, the first one is 4 years old and 2.
Okay. So
yeah, they are confusing with the language first of all, because we are speaking Kirundi at home, and then at school they learn English, and then it's really confusing.
Right. Are you also trying to teach them French as well, or just the 2?
No. I think gonna be a lot, like 3 languages, because even my first daughter was really hard to learn because of that. Yeah.
Okay. Makes
sense. That's why I even tried to speak English to see if she can catch up.
So you speak 4 languages? Is that?
Yeah.
4. Wow.
Yes.
There's something that I always heard is like the language that you dream in. What language do you dream in right now when you dream? What is it? Your native? Is it English? What does that look like?
Oh my goodness, now it's mixed up.
It
seems like it's 50-50.
Wow, that's so interesting to me.
Yeah, sometimes you think like you don't know any language because you want to mix them. Yeah, because sometimes I miss like a word or a term in English. I just replace it with the French. And then people, say, what is it? And then I realized that I was saying the French.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. 4 languages. Take some brain power there. Okay.
Yeah, it's really thanks.
So, where do you see your business? What you do for your people and your clients. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What does your dream business look like for you?
Oh yeah, my dream is to help my people, not just my people. When I say my people, it's like those people who speak that language, because they need us, they need me. It's like all the people that will be in America to get house. Okay,
all right, that's your goal, huh?
That's my
all
goal.
of your people housed.
Awesome. Yeah, them especially for women. Yeah, for women, them, because we have that concept in our country that women are not like a man. They can get house, or they can do what men can do. Yeah, I want to prove them that they can, and then help them to achieve those goals. Yeah, everywhere, in Maine, in Tennessee, everywhere. Yeah, not only in Arizona.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you had me thinking, because I remember you actually mentioned that that in your country, like the men sometimes live at home until they're married, and that could be at older age, but their mom is continue to cook for them and clean for them. So I guess as a woman in that country, do you just not have the opportunities to own your own homes and things like that? How does that work out?
Not really. Some of them, yes, because now the new generation or the people who live in the city, but like there's some people like in the village, like when you are a woman, you get married, and then the man supporting you as your parent was supporting you.
Wow.
Like you still like be supported the whole life.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there was that's the culture. That's how we are, and then we grow like that. That like the women, they need to be like humble and just like manage the house, like, and educate the kids and everything. But about like a business or money, building house or something, that's for men.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does your husband and your family take it, what you're able to do? How's that work for your family?
Yeah, they were surprised. They said, wow, is it real? They didn't understand. But my husband understand me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys were on the same page then?
Yeah, we're on the same page. He's different though.
Huh? Guess it'd be tough to grow up one way and then have to change and alter that.
Yeah, it's like even the first days he was not understanding me, but I tried to explain, and then he sees that like we are in different country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
So are you able
change it.
to hold on to like some of the culture that you love about your home? Are you able to hold on to that the way you like?
Yeah.
How do
Yeah,
you
I'm
how do you go
fine.
about holding on to your culture while being in this culture? What do you do typically?
Yeah, it's really hard because if we try to change it, it seems like you are normal. Yeah, but we see what is good in that culture, in the American culture. Yeah, we embrace it. We take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is not good, we don't do it. And then what is not good in our culture, we just left there.
Like I can't have a business. That's what you
Yeah,
left there. Okay.
right.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you get to read much? Do you read books much?
No, really.
Okay.
I don't read. I like to watch YouTube videos, and there's one book I read. It was Poor Dad, Rich Dad.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's that. It's
That's your book,
only
huh?
the only one I read in my life.
Do you go back to that often, or you're like, I read that. That's good.
I do watch the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that person.
Yeah.
the
Yeah, he's still
Kiyosaki.
on and still doing his thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what he has to say most of the time. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess is that what's more you're into when you're watching YouTube videos? Is that typically what you're into, or are you into other things as well? What's your hobbies? Who are you?
Oh, I love to dance.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I
Okay.
love music.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, every time when I'm cooking and do dishes, I'm singing music, dance. And
Okay.
then,
All
yeah.
right. That's your thing, dancing.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
go sometimes in Scottsdale weekends,
Okay.
go like dance and then
Is that any
That's good.
music, or is it your cultural music that you're
any
in? Okay,
music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So I like to ask, different jobs that you've had that have brought you to this point. What do you feel like was maybe your most unique job or your most interesting job you've ever had, even if you were a kid? What would that been for you?
Oh, I was doing the promotion of Heineken.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I was in my country, I
Okay.
love that. Yeah,
What did you have to do for that?
Yeah, I went to the restaurant or like the bistro, say like, well, promotion Heineken. I was like,
So
if
you were
you
the
buy
party
one,
girl.
you get another one. Come on, come get it. And
So you were the party girl?
yeah.
All right. That's awesome.
And then yeah, that was really fun.
Okay. That's cool. I've heard
Yeah.
a few people. You got to be a fun person to have a job like that. So
Yeah, I studied the law in my country, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't want to go to be a lawyer or something.
Okay.
No. That was not
not
my
your thing.
type. No.
Okay. Have you thought about that here in this country?
To be a
Law?
lawyer? No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I did the lawyer because of because of the family. You know, they just push you to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, and something like that.
Yeah.
If you're becoming something like, they said, no, that's
It's not good enough for
that's
you.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, I just did that to impress them, but that was not
Understood.
my type.
Understood.
Yeah.
So, as far as you, what do you feel like you're most proud of in your life?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think? What do you love the most about your life? What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful to be alive and then to have a husband. I
Okay.
love my husband.
Yeah.
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 I get that.
I
Family.
really like the family. Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Mhm.
So, and if I was to chat with your husband then and ask him, like, what is she always talking about? What is her, like, what's her, who is she? What do you think he'd tell me? What are you always talking to him about?
But where I was?
Like, who are you, like, what are you always trying to teach him or trying to explain to him? Something that you're always trying to teach. What would that be?
I know he's calm and quiet.
He doesn't give you any problems?
No, he doesn't give any problems.
Man, you're
He's
like
a
the
really
first
deep
person I've heard.
prayer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's praying for me. He's like encouraging me and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's really special.
Awesome.
Yeah, I really appreciate him and thank him.
Awesome. Well, hey, I had a great conversation with you today. I appreciate you coming on. Wasn't too bad, right? Wasn't too bad. So I like to let people know where they can find you at. Where could we find you? Email, phone number?
Oh, yes. I have an Instagram, Facebook, Gloria Ndayishimiye. My phone number is 602-935-6651. Yeah, they can text me or call me anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have that up on the screen as well. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.